We are live.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Clint's the first to say hi today.
Hi, Clint. Yeah, I was just talking to him.
Oh, you were talking to him?
I sent him the link so that he could come see us.
Yay.
Clint.
Let's see, what did I do here? Somehow I moved my camera forward. And that's not going to be healthy on my back. There we go. Better. I lost my sketchbook and that necklace from last night somehow.
That makes no sense. Things get up and walk away.
Yeah.
All by themselves. Did you share this?
That's all right. I have other things I could work on this morning.
Did you get to share this out yet?
I did not.
Me neither.
Shouldn't I?
Yeah, I'll do it too.
Okay, where's my phone? I'm like, I have to do it on my phone. I don't like YouTube, or I don't like YouTube on my computer.
Oh, Stacy told me to send her the link and she'd post it in her Facebook group, but it's too late for that. So I'll do it.
No, it's not. Go ahead and have her post it.
You don't think?
No, it's never too late. Share Facebook. I don't want it in my feed. I want it. I'll put it in my group. Post. There was a problem. Facebook's having error issues. Huh, I love you, Facebook.
I don't
want to do it that way.
Everybody.
Huh?
I said, I'm just sending to some people. I probably won't get everybody, but if they share out, that'd be great, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Let me see where my camera.
Did you already get her? No, you haven't. I'll beat you.
Who?
Cindy Levin.
Yeah, I did. It's all right. We'll get her twice.
Hi, Echo.
Who's that?
Echo's my buddy.
You say hello?
My dogs are jealous. Hi, Echo.
Okay.
Echo.
This way, is that the right one? See, he gave you the sexy whistle. Ooh,
that's what Echo does.
He likes you.
I know he does. He's my buddy.
Stinker.
You have to give him an extra almond for me.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I forgot almond time. I gave him a seed when I was over there playing with him.
You didn't give him almonds today?
No, I didn't. And it's 11 o'clock.
You missed it totally.
You know, I'll be right back. I don't want them. I don't want them to miss out because I forgot, you know. Guess what time it is?
It's almond time.
Almond time. Yay, almond time.
I think they're going to go crazy, guys.
We get our almond time. Yay.
Okay. Well, I sent it out to some people.
I know I'm a fool, but, you know, they love it when I talk to them like that.
Yes, they do.
They echo when I tell them how much I love them, and I'll just like talk to them seriously. Like, you know what, Echo? Before I got you, I didn't know what I was missing, but then when I got a chance to get a bird and I got you, you made my whole world better. You know, if I talk to him like that, he'll turn red. He blushes.
Oh.
It is the coolest thing in the world. If I just talk to him like a regular person, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, if I gush at him like a baby, like, oh my goodness, there's my birdie bird, you know, he'll turn red too. But he really likes it when I talk to him seriously because I hold his attention 100%.
That's funny.
He's amazing. They're both amazing. They're amazing.
So I have this heart that I made a long time ago. It's copper. And I have a toggle clasp that I put on, and there's my little whatever I put on to hook it. So I'll make a necklace on it. And I'm going to put a stone in the middle. So today I have to find the stone for it.
So pretty.
And I have lots of stones to pick from, so you guys can help me.
Okay.
I didn't know if it would be cheesy to put another heart on it or not. I think that would be cheesy.
You could put a heart that free floats, remember?
Yeah, but I don't have like all my hearts that the cutters cut are like pretty, you know, standard hearts. I do love this. This stone is called Petersite. I don't know how well it's going to show on.
It's really a pretty stone.
Oh, and the one I got from did I get this from Mr. Jim? Oh no, I got this from my India guy. Look at this. That might be the winner.
The winner.
That one might be the winner, guys.
The
It is such a pretty. That makes the price go up quite a bit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just that cab cost me almost a 20.
You know, I was watching a video last evening, or maybe it was early this morning. I'm not sure. Real recent though,
Yeah.
and it was on a channel that goes to antique shops and, you know, shows what's there and talks about some of the items that are there, and they buy some for resale. Well, there was one that had picture frames, and let's say they put a piece of burlap in the picture frame, and then they glued on like a doll's head and then a heart, and then you know,
I've seen those
for like $250. And the guy's, yeah, well, you know, the time it took to put all that together, and I'm thinking, Christ, you can do that in 10 minutes, you know. And look at what you and I do. Even though we have different mediums, our skill levels are way above that. You know, anybody can rip off a Barbie's head and glue it on a piece of burlap in a frame. Anyone can do that. Where's but he thought that price was valid, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what world am I living in, or what world's he living in that he thought that was a valid price for?
It's all about your audience. Ooh, I kind of like that odd shape though on there.
That looks nice.
Does that look kind of cool?
I do. I like that much better than something symmetrical.
I do too. That piece right there is a piece of turquoise that my friend, his name is David Garcia, aka Lapidary Dave on Instagram and YouTube. You should watch him. He's fun. He made that. You can actually see this piece being cut by him. That is a very expensive piece, but I guess I could sell this piece for $200 once I get a thing on and get a necklace and stuff. What the hell? I don't care. I'll keep it and wear it. That may be the winner then.
I love it. I think that's the perfect one.
I think that's the one. So that piece is done. Now I just have to make the cabochon thing, or make the bezel for it. So we got one piece ready to go, guys. That's good. Because I have, in a week and a half, I have a show on Jewelry Nurse, and I want to just sell almost all my own stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I didn't share it to Cindy. Did you?
No, because she's at work, so I try not to bother her.
Okay.
I do usually share it to Ro, but I didn't do that today.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't share it to Ro.
with a
Here,
hunk of
look at this
clay.
piece. This is called Peruvian blue opal. That's the only kind of opal I like. They're not the type of opal we're used to seeing.
Yeah, I don't like the yellow in the opals. I like the ones that have the blue and the pink and the.
Yeah, they're not the type of opal we're used to seeing, but that's the kind I like.
And
This
that's
is a piece I've been working on for a while that I should finish. But I wasn't sure I was ready. I liked it. So this is silver behind it. This is a piece of kyanite, and this is a piece of golden rutile quartz. And I don't know if I'm ready. I just don't know if I like that. I haven't found what I like to go with the kyanite yet. Because I get too matchy.
Yeah, I like it the other direction, the upside down direction.
You like it this way?
It makes sense that way to me.
To you?
Yeah.
That's how I have it set. See, there's the top of it.
Yeah,
there's what I would hang it off of right there.
Exactly. That makes sense to me, yeah.
And you like that combination, okay?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, that one's ready to go too. I just have to get the bezel ready on it. Then this one, this is my all blue piece. This is blue lace agate here and here.
Hi, Barbie.
And then this is a piece of denim lapis.
Right.
See, look at the slide.
Well, you know what? I lost us. I got to go back. Hold on. Oh, there we are.
I haven't
Wow.
got this piece set up yet though. But this is all blue. And my daughter tells me I match stuff too much. So I hadn't finished that piece. But I'm like, I kind of like the all blue there.
You know what? I do not like when you have a beautiful setting, you've got beautiful shaped stones, and there are 3 different stones of 3 different colors, and the only reason they're there is because there were 3 places to put a stone.
Right.
You know, there's no cohesion.
That's why I thought this one was kind of cool, was because of how you see a piece of lace agate up there that's really pretty, but then you see this piece that is gorgeous. And I just thought the dark blue brought them both out. That's all.
Exactly. You know, but I'm not kind of a person. I don't find the beauty in just like,
I really think about my pieces. Like, that's why it takes me so long, is that these pieces are set like this, and I look at them and make sure I really think that that's how they deserve to be, you know?
Yeah.
This is another piece that I have, and this piece is ready to go. So, where the black is here, I'm going to cut it out and cut that off. And then, so it'll be a square, and then I have the holes punched over here. And I'm going to stamp in to the holes. So it'll be like a zigzag. And then this is a piece of charite. So it's purple. I know it's coming off a little blue, but it's purple.
Pretty. I like that.
So yeah, that piece is ready to go too. So I've got 4 pieces to solder. And then I'll have to put chains on them. And when I do chains, I usually use some of whatever stone is here. So this one will have lapis and blue lace agate. It'll have a few pieces, and then it'll have a sterling chain with it. So I try and match it so you know what you're, I repeat the colors up on your chain too. Like this one, I was trying to decide if I was going to do a whole blue or a whole beaded peridot with it, or if I was going to do a sterling chain with just a couple peridots. I haven't figured that one out yet. But I put a lot of thought into my pieces, so that's part of the problem. A lot of people now just turn out pieces, and that's great, and I'm not dissing them. That's how they do it. That's how they do it.
Right.
That is not how I do it.
Yeah, I'm not a planner either. Like, I may grab 8 different colors of something because I know I want something in that family.
Yeah.
And I might come up with what I design, what I make comes out of its own self. I don't sit and design it and then make it. I can't do that. But
oh no, each stone calls to me and tells me what needs to be with
right,
it.
yeah. And
I don't know if people have heard of this stone. It's called Tiffany stone. And it's a purple stone. This is not like great quality, but this piece right here, this stone right here was like $20 or $25.
yeah.
It's a very expensive stone, but I love it and I don't have a problem using it this way. And I will probably set it, maybe this way. Oh, probably this. Yeah, maybe that way.
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably the way I'll set it. And then I'll set it with maybe black to set off that purple and the lines and the matrix scheme in it.
Turn it up again.
So that's the way I put it on the card. But I won't probably set. I like it better.
I like that.
Either this will be on the side probably where the white is. It'll either be this way or this way.
No, straight up and down the way you have the writing on the card.
Oh, because you like it this way?
It looks like a landscape.
Yeah, I flip them around when I'm putting them on the card to the way I think I'm going to use them. And that's why I did it, is because I see there's a mountain right here.
Yeah.
That's what I saw in it. So that's when I put my stuff on the card, I put it on the card the way I think it should go.
Well, that's what I see in it. So yeah, I see a landscape.
There's a lot of thought that goes into even how I store my stuff.
Right.
It's psycho, I know, but that is how I do it.
No, it's not. It's just part of the process.
So here's a piece of Sharite, and actually, this piece and I have gone round and round. I've flipped this stone many times because I like it landscape like this, because then I think it looks like a landscape. But I'm not sure that's how I want to,
Yeah, I like it landscape. I don't like it portrait up and down.
Yeah, because this way you like see the landscape and you kind of twist your head.
Yeah.
So I probably will end up doing it this way, but I'll have to see what I put with it.
Right, your eye travels sideways.
Yeah, so I always have to play with things like that.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk about this real quick, and then you can come back.
Let's talk about what you got.
Well, I want to get going on the process, but I wanted to tell people what I had before I started.
Yes.
This is Polymer Clay, and it's cut in the color white, and it comes from Michael's. This is the Craft Smart brand.
Okay, pull it towards your hand that you're not holding it in.
This way.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, this is Michael's brand, Craft Smart, and this is a pound.
Hi, Barbie.
Package, and it just comes in a big lump, and I cut off what I need. So I cut this big chunk off of there because I'm going to use it. And when you cut it off the chunk, it needs conditioned. And what conditioning means is it needs kneaded and rolled and folded and worked so that the polymers in this clay line up. And when the polymers in the clay line up, it's conditioned. And that means when you bake it, it's nice and strong because you've lined up all the polymers. And polymer is a plastic.
So that's the science behind it.
That's the science behind it, yeah. So it comes in a big chunk like this. At least this white did. And now, while Kristin's talking, I'm just going to be conditioning it by squeezing it and folding it and rolling it in my hands and stuff like that. And then I'll make something of it.
So you warm it up? Is that how you condition it? Or is it the actual squeezing it and stuff?
Oh, it's the actual, it's both.
Okay.
Yeah. When it's conditioned, it's nice and warm and soft and pliable. Now it's just a big lump. Nothing.
Yeah, it looks pretty hard right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty hard. So it's going to take a little bit for me to condition it, but.
And is that why people roll it through the spaghetti machine?
Yes, through the pasta machine. I have one, and it's right there.
I have a
And
pasta machine too, because I saw it and I thought I might make clay someday.
yep, I use it. But before you have to get it soft enough to put it in there, or you'll strip the rollers. So you still
Oh, okay.
first, and you can finish conditioning it in the pasta machine. Yes. But usually what I use the pasta machine for is just to get my sheets of clay, more so than conditioning. But you can in there as long as it's soft enough to get it in the machine and not strip your rollers.
Okay, I see. You guys, I'm totally a novice. Like, I've done ceramics, but I've never really played with polymer clay. That's something that somebody was asking me about it the other night, and I was like, Kim Veazey is the queen goddess of clay, not me.
We'll see how soft it is already, just from me playing with it a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. That's a totally different clay now.
Yeah, it's activating. It's lining up those polymers. They're being worked, and
so the clay will last forever then, as long as it doesn't get wet or put in heavy heat or something.
Yeah, I mean, if you leave it in your car on a hot summer day, you buy some at the store and leave it in your car and go out for it later on, it might be baked. It might be ruined.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got to be careful of that, but it'll last forever, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the huge amount of clay I have up in a drawer upstairs is still good.
Yeah.
I only bought it like right as the pandemic hit, but
Yeah, it should. Yeah, it'll be good.
okay.
Some clays do dry out somewhat, but that's no big deal. You just get some mineral oil, which is, my label's gone off of it now because I use it all the time.
Oh yeah, I know. I hate that because the mineral oil's slick, and then the only time a label will fall off is then.
Yeah, and it does, and it's gross. I find it to be very gross. Here's one I did this morning. I found it to be a little too stiff, and I put it in a baggie, and I put a couple drops of mineral oil in it, and then I just kind of played with it and stretched it out a little bit, made it thin. And then when this is ready to work with again, but I found it a little dry. It was kind of crumbly, but I know people that throw out their clay when it becomes that way, and I'm like, oh no, send it to me. I don't mind working it until I can get it to work again. Don't throw it out. I don't have a problem working with it. It can take a long time to get an old piece of clay back to working, but I'm okay with that because it's so expensive, and I hate waste. So.
And
okay.
Pink Poodle, I can't remember her name. Stacy?
Mm-hmm.
She uses Vaseline?
Yes, she does. Yes. I use
and that'll
baby
work
oil.
too?
She uses Vaseline. Yeah, because it's a petroleum product.
Oh, okay. That's what it needs. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all I'm going to do for now is get this nice and conditioned. And then once it's conditioned, I'm going to roll it out, and then I'll let you know what I'm doing next. But so Kristin can go ahead because this is like boring for everybody.
Okay. So
except
I can tell people what
bread maker or blender. What do I need that for, Barbie? Tell me. What am I missing? Barbie says, get an old bread maker or blender at the thrift store.
Okay. And then what do? You put the clay in it with some, maybe you put the clay in it with some oil and mix it that way.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, that would probably work.
Yeah.
I know that to make paper pulp that you're supposed to do that too.
Yeah. But that doesn't have the resistance like dried clay would.
Mm-mm.
It could be powerful.
Yeah, I think you'd need like an old ninja or something.
Yeah, a bullet or something.
Yeah, something like that. So what I have to do now is, let me see. This piece right here you see has metal around it. That's what's going to hold the stone to the piece on the back here, the back plate. That's called a bezel. And that's what you use for cabochons,
Yeah.
non-faceted stones. So what I have to do is I have a fancy one here, and it's only fancy because it's just not a straight piece of metal. But I like the fancier ones because I tend to buy cabs that are very thick. See how thick this cabochon is?
Yeah. You
Very
mean thick or do you mean tall?
Huh?
Do you mean thick or tall?
Tall. Like, see how
Okay.
tall it is compared to that one?
Yeah. I just thought maybe I was missing seeing how thick it was. Okay.
No, it's that they come up taller. And it doesn't matter. They charge more for these, of course, but this is also a stronger stone. And so lots of times stones that are a little more brittle, that you want the thicker cab for, the taller cabs for. And cabochons normally have a barrel, so they go up and over. This one's flat on top, see? And that's fine too. It's all a preference for the artist. I like to use all different ones. That one has a barrel.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. So this charolite I love is a piece I've had for a little bit. It's big. I have to use my fancy one, and to make sure that I have a tall enough bezel, I put it on with double-sided tape or glue dots, like you use for paper or scrapbooking. That's what I put it on with. And then I wrap it around my stone. And it doesn't matter if it moves. I just have to make sure that my metal is going to go up and over to hold my stone in. And it is. See, I think I can show you that. See, just a little bit. That's all it needs. And it's doing it all the way around my stone. Thank goodness.
The very edge of this. Okay, I see it.
You see it?
Yep.
Who did I get this from? I got this from Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim was good enough when he cut this that it's consistent all the way around. So I made sure that it fit. And I'm going to mark it where it overlaps with a Sharpie that I don't have. So I'll just get my nippers, and you can see right there where it overlaps. I'm going to cut it. I tend to make super tight bezels, which means I usually have to stretch it a little on my stone, but that's okay. I'd rather it be tight than loose. See, so now it's going to fit perfect. Look at that. Oh, I even got the pattern almost right. So what I do then is, it doesn't matter how you do it now. You just need these two to meet up, because I'm going to solder the ends. I'll file it so they're flat, and then I'll solder them together. Look at that. And then I'll solder it. Then I'll make sure it fits this. I'll put it back into shape. Then I'll solder it onto there. Then I'll cut my thing, and then I'll have the pendant after a lot of polishing. And I could show you guys that maybe next Monday. Is that when we do our next one?
Yeah.
Okay. I may have it done. I may have some of them done by then. It depends on if the solder gods are working with me. The other night, I turned on my torches and things were going really well. So I got quite a bit done. So here I started it. Went around. You never want to start on a corner. You want to start kind of in the middle of the stone. Then you go up around the point and hold it tight, and then go around. And in college or in high school, when I learned, they wouldn't let you use a Sharpie anyway. So I got used to doing it without a Sharpie. That's why my bezels are often a little tight. But you can stretch it. It's silver. Ooh, I cut that one good. You want to try and make your pattern as close to possible. That one's pretty good too. So that'll be the bezel for this one. Now my bezels don't match, but that's okay with me. They're both fancy, but I think that adds interest. Hold on. There, see? I like that.
I do see, yeah.
See, they're two different bezels, but that's okay. When you look this way, you won't notice. But when you look to the side, you will, and it adds visual interest, and that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
For my heart, I do not want to use this bezel wire. Although this bezel wire is a heart. If you look at it upside down, see? It's a heart. And I do, that kind of is ironic. Maybe I do want to use that.
See that.
See, because it's a heart that way. How much of this do I have left? I had thought about lining the edge of my heart with my bezel wire. Talk about adding a lot of work, but I would do that. Nah, that makes it look too busy. I'm not sure I'm going to use this wire with that. I go through bezel wire like water. This bezel wire is about, how many inches did I have? Where's my bag? I had 1 foot of it. This is sterling bezel wire, not fine silver. So I had 12 inches of it, and it was 22. So I'll tell you how much it was an inch. And this is old. I bought this before silver. This was when silver was 21 a troy ounce. So 22.45 divided by 12 equals. So this was $2 an inch. All clear. So just to make like the bezel for my Sharite piece here, I'll tell you how many inches that was. I had a ruler. Hey, where'd my ruler go? Oh, there it is. I was like, I had a bright yellow ruler, so I wouldn't lose it. So this is some people ask why things cost so much. So this was $3.50. So that's $7 just for the bezel. And that's at my price, not at like the retail. Then, like I told you, the stone was $20.
Well, what's the metal made of? Is
Sterling.
it sterling?
So right there, we've got, what did I say? $27 right there. Then we have the background of this, and I'll have to weigh it once I cut off the excess. I'm guessing that'll be about $32 for just that. That doesn't include any of my time or, marking it up or anything. So this pendant, hold on, I had to pop up. This pendant, I will probably charge. My pendants start normally at $65, and that's when I do an auction, I'll start them more at like $55, and then they'll go up. My buy it now price is usually $65 to $85, depending on the chain that I put on them. But that's why. And then if I have them in a gallery or somewhere else, they go for $150 and up, depending on what stones are in them. And that's why the prices are the way they are. I try and explain that to people so they understand. I'm not just like trying to rip you off and get as much money as I can. But to replace the silver in that's why I have, to replace the Sharite stone now, that stone might cost me about $35 now to replace that stone. And this bezel now is $4.50 an inch because I just ordered some more. So that's where the prices are, guys, when you look at, especially like silver jewelry, if you're looking at that, just so you know. And I try and buy in bulk, and I try and do all that for y'all so that I can keep the prices down. Because I want you to be able to buy my stuff. Well, because I want to sell it, but I also want to be able to create more. And I want to be able to make things that are pretty, and therefore you can buy pretty things.
Right.
And if you don't, somebody said, you're lying about your prices. And I said, no, you can go on to Fire Mountain Gyms and look. And they're like, oh my God, you were cheaper than them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't buy from them normally, but I really do try and get you the best deals possible. Honestly, I promise. So here is, I got this from Mr. Jim. Look at this and I don't like Labradorite. It's not one of my favorite stones, but this is a carved rose. Isn't that gorgeous?
See, that's one of my favorite stones.
I know everybody likes it. I buy it because people like it.
I love it.
So this stone right here, I cannot use a bezel to set it, obviously, because look how thick that is. And it will have to be a pendant. It's weighty. But so what I'm going to do is put prongs. Where's my little pointer? I will set it. I will put it on silver, and I will put a prong here, a prong there, a prong there, a prong there, a prong here, a prong there. And so they won't be, they'll follow the ridges of the rose. So they won't be a distraction.
Right.
But I am going to put another piece with that, not a Labradorite piece. I have a couple druzy pieces that I was looking at putting with that. This isn't the one I was going to use, but I have a round one. But I have some druzy pieces that I was thinking of putting with it as a pendant. Because I thought, it's not enough sparkle yet.
Because you thought what?
I didn't think it was enough sparkle yet. And druzy is a sparkly stone.
Right. No, I
favorite stones. So yeah, I have several different stones I've been playing with for this one, but I figured out the setting for it finally. I've been playing around with that. And this piece was, I was like, Mr. Jim, I need a better price. So we haggled over that one, but there were a lot of people who wanted that piece too, though.
I remember seeing that from him. I remember.
You do?
Yeah.
Were you watching that night?
Yeah.
That was a bidding war.
Yeah.
I usually don't get into bidding wars with him because he has enough stuff that I could get,
Mm-hmm.
But that piece, he doesn't usually have like flower pieces, and I really liked it.
I know. That's why I remember it.
He also had some lapis flowers that I bought, and I'm making a ring out of one of them. And hopefully they'll be done for that Sunday show. And then I got these. These are called solar quartzes. So they're obviously dyed, but they're rainbows and they're hearts. And I just loved them. I got two of them. I'm going to make I got a smaller one. I'm going to make my granddaughter. Rainbow is her favorite color.
Gorgeous. Wow.
So I'm going to make a heart. I'm going to make a pendant for her out of this one.
I would have.
This one, I haven't. I'll make a pendant out of it. Obviously, I think that's too big for a ring. I mean,
yeah.
But I'll make a pendant for someone out of that probably.
Well, some people would wear that.
I know.
But,
I do know, but I try and make things that are going to be a fairly easy sell.
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm selling them on YouTube and on Instagram, so people, they look at them one or two times.
Right.
So, I'm not in a gallery or anything right now. So I know I went on a heart spree. So I have a sponge coral heart. I have a chrome chalcedony heart. I have a purple Mojave heart. I have a natural shadokite heart. This one's cool. It's a pretty color. I have these two hearts. And then I have two more hearts. Oh, where are they? But yeah, so I kind of have a bunch of hearts. If you're interested in a heart necklace, let me know. Or ring. These are littler ones. These are perfect for rings if you're interested. So what are you putting on those now?
Well, this is mica powder, and I'm choosing my colors. I'm making a sea turtle. Now, I already stretched, this is a smaller one, but I already stretched the clay onto and smoothed it so that it will give me a rounded shell when I turn it over.
That's
That's in the oven baking right now. I just decided I'm going to bake in between every step, which is
Oh.
usually the way you do it. I'm like stubborn and want to do things my own way half the time. But anyway, that's in there baking. And I am doing the bottom of the shell, which I put a texture on with a texture sheet. And you put some water on it for a release so it doesn't stick in there like that. And I textured it. And now I'm going to color it, but I'm choosing my colors because I just grabbed a bunch that I liked that I thought would look pretty together. I obviously don't want 10 colors on the belly of a little sea turtle. But this is how I choose colors and eliminate, you know, I have to take them out and look at them and see which ones I think go together. Whether I want to go with a light palette with like these two colors, or a darker palette with the copper and the midnight blue, or what I want to do. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, I like copper, so I think copper should be with everything.
This is a gorgeous color too. Let me show
that
it.
looks true coppery.
I mean, look at that. That is spectacular.
Yeah, that looks like rose gold copper instead of copper.
I guess it depends on how thick you put it on. Another thing I do sometimes is roll out a log.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just take each color.
Oh.
That way I can see
exactly how they go on.
Yeah. Can you see that?
Uh-huh. And then you can make a striped thing out of that.
Yeah, I could use it, or I could just roll it back up and it'll just be like scrap clay.
It'll be like a marbleized thing.
Yeah, and I can choose my colors. I can put like this one together with that one, or this one together with that one, see how I like them.
Uh-huh. That's a good idea.
So
now, do they change when they get in the oven and bake?
A little bit darker, but that just a little bit. You won't really notice. Yeah, but see how the copper looks different than it did on my hand?
Yeah, it does.
Huh. So that's where I'm at right now.
That's totally awesome. I like mica. Give me mica anything and I like it, but it ends up all like in my hair.
I have drawers full of it. I have drawers full of it. This is my little choice.
Mica's so expensive.
I put all these colors in because I use these the most.
Ouch.
So this I pull out of a huge drawer that has to be 4 foot by a 1.5 feet deep, full of mica powders. I have an
really
bead and all of that kind of stuff. I love color, I guess, is what it is. I love color. I think did I try this color? I didn't try it. I need to see which blue do I want. I like both those blues, but they're pretty close to the same. I'm going to go with the blue-green one. Okay, so I eliminated this one. I'm not going to use this bright blue. So I'll put it back.
Oh.
I like the copper, but do I like the gold better?
Goes with this.
Ooh, I might use both the copper and the gold.
Oh, I like copper and gold together. Well, I like copper with anything, but I use copper, brass, and silver. So to me, that's the ultimate combination.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to focus. The main concentration of colors is going to be blue and green.
Because it's a turtle.
Yeah, so
it's a turtle. I don't know how. Have you heard Marzina say turtle? She says it funny.
I don't think I might have.
She says it a cool way. Turtle. I don't know. I'm terrible with accents, so I'm not the person to ask.
Okay, so now I'm down to these colors, and I think these two are probably pretty similar. So let me see. Actually, they're not. So these three, or what I'm going to focus on. And then accent of either copper or the gold. Or maybe I'll just put both in there. Okay.
Now, do you put them on with your finger or a brush?
No, I use my finger.
Okay. Because it's non-toxic, right?
You don't want to inhale it, really. I mean, I can tell when I've used mica powder. I get snotty later on in the evening. My throat I feel it in my throat, even though I don't use a brush and put it in the air that much. I can still tell when I've worked with mica powders.
Yeah. You get smoker's lung, huh?
Well, you can tell because it is so fine, and so it does have not necessarily toxic, but you do want to take precautions with it. Don't do as I do as I say.
Yeah.
But here's something I was trying to get the shell look with a heart.
Oh, that looks good.
So I went from
working on these yesterday or the day before, guys.
Today, this being the first one, and then this the last one. So I've improved a little bit, not much. Okay, I'm gonna go and start coloring this now. I'm just gonna put different colors in different places, and it's just gonna go.
Maybe that's what I need. So I also have, I know you may think I just have a few little of these cabochon stones, but I also have about, I don't know, 100 of, well, 200 or 300 faceted stones. So this is a Northern Lights Mystic Topaz. So it's a topaz that has then been treated. That's beautiful. And here I have a dendritic opal. And then, oh crap, I lost the others. That is a tektite. I don't remember. I lost my little sheet for it. But it's a raw stone. And it's gorgeous. It has like a sheen on it. See, oh, there you go. So when people move and breathe, they're going to get flashes of that sheen. It's kind of a silvery sheen. So, actually, that's right. That will have that. So I will probably do it like this. And this will be free. It will be articulated. But I wanted a little sparkle in there. So what I was thinking was, why make it easy? Why do anything easy, Kristin? I have been working on setting some stones on top of and in other stones. And I don't know if I'll do that, or I may put this one in the bale because I think it just needs a little bit of color. And Mystic Topaz will just send flashes of color. If I can get it out. Oh. So when I moved and I taped all these stupid things closed so my stones wouldn't go flying. Because I'd had that happen before when I moved when I moved from my bead shop. And I had to replace all my stones and have to figure out where they went. And I code all of them so I know when I bought them and how much they weigh and how much I paid. And so it was a headache. So this time when we moved to Colorado, I had the brilliant idea of taping them. And then, which is a great idea. It's just getting them out is not so easy. Oh, here, this might be easier. That was your other bird, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ella.
Ella. So if I put it in, if I were to put it on the bale, it would be up here. Not that direction, but, and so it would flash too, because it would be articulated. So that may be how that one goes. Oh, I kind of like that.
And what would be the price on that? Beautiful. No, I can't think of what it's called. The small one that you have up top. What that you have up there?
Oh, the Mystic Topaz.
Yeah, the Mystic Topaz. Yeah. How much? What's the price on that?
Just individually, I paid. What did I pay? I have to read my writing, and it's really small. Let's see. I bought this several years ago, and I paid $5 for it. So I would probably charge 10 or 15 for it, and then whatever the setting would cost.
Yeah.
So
I pulled this out of the oven. It's partially baked. It's not baked all the way. You can rebake polymer clay. I just wanted to get it firm so that I could work with it. I'm going to, as soon as it cools, because it's still pretty hot, I'll take it out of the cutter, and then I'll cut the bottom for the turtle so that I can put the two together then. But this has to cool first. I don't want to break it, so I want to let it cool first. But I got to.
You reheat it. Will it get harder?
Yep, I'm gonna rebake it. At each step I do, like after I put the bottom. This is the outside of the bottom. The inside of the bottom is the underside here. And I'm going to put it together like this so that you see the turtles, the bottom of the turtle and the top of his shell. And I'll do the top of his shell too. But then I'll bake it again. And then I'll just continue. When I add the fins, I'll bake it. When I add the head, I'll bake it. You know, each step I'll put it back in the oven, and then I'll do a final bake on it. And you can do that with polymer clay. But this isn't fully cured. It's just baked enough that it's not, it's going to keep its shape. And I'll be right back.
Okay, guys, so we have a little design issue that came up. So this topaz that I pulled out, it actually throws off a lot of purple. And so I'm actually going to mount it in a tube mounting right above that charoite. So I'll set it right there. And let me see. I don't think I can do it in those tweezers. And I don't have my gemstone tweezers, but it will flash on top there for me. And that'll add just enough sparkle to that. Just moving in the light, you can see the sparkle change in it. So I'll actually make that a longer, skinnier piece. And lots of times I will just put a little gemstone like that onto the bale itself. But I probably won't do that with this one. I'll probably just set it into the setting because I really like that one. So when I do something like that, I have my little, so it tells me everything about it on there. So that's a 7mm stone, which is 1.2 carats. And then it has my code on it, so I know. And for mine, I just, I don't keep, for my inventory, I just keep an amount. So mine, like I know I have 75 strands of beads and the total cost is, let's say, $50. And I know I have 250 carats of loose faceted gemstones, and the total cost is that when I do my inventory. So that's how I do my inventory. I don't go through and put I have 5 amethysts, I have 10 this, because I have way too much inventory to do that. And so when I had my store, that's how I inventoried. And so that's how I inventory at home too, because I brought my store inventory home.
Right.
And so that's just how I've continued to inventory. And it doesn't really matter how you inventory, as I understand it. At least this was how my accountant explained it to me years and years ago. And so I don't have that accountant anymore, but this is how I've continued, is as long as you inventory consistently, so it's the same way every year, and that you can explain your inventory system to the IRS if they would ever audit you, then you are fine. Mm-hmm. So if you count each individual bead, then that's how you do it. If you do it by weight, then that's how you do it. And mine is more akin to like by weight. I just go through and count. I have 20,000 strands of pearls. I have 20,000 strands of gemstone beads. I have this much stringing wire. I have this much stringing material. I have this much stringing leather. And it's just so much easier to do it that way. Well, unless you're one of those people who love doing inventory. I have a friend and she loves counting every bead and she loves it. And so she spends a week doing that every January and she loves it. So more power to her. I would rather not be doing that. Right. I would rather just count my things. And actually, I don't have to do that anymore either. I can just, I made a spreadsheet so I can just go through now. And my son can total them up for me. And I like that. So if you ever want it, I can help you with or I could do a small business kind of thing. I'm not the end all be all, but I can tell you some things. I've had small business for a long time. Here's another one I wanted to do. This is a really cool shell. And then this is another stone I got from Mr. Jim. And I don't do browns a lot, but boy, I thought that was delicious. And here, Kim, here's those. Aren't they pretty? I'm going to make a ring out of one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Probably this one. Right there.
I got an acrylic ring made like that.
I will probably make a ring out of that one, and I will probably use one of my spinner bands. The big band will probably be the back of it. One of these thick bands. I won't make it into a spinner. I'll just use it for the back of that band. So, maybe I'll do both of them. I'll probably do them in like 8 and 9 or something like that, because that seems to be the most popular sizes, or 8 and 10 or something like that. That's why I do pendants a lot. I love doing pendants, and that's what I wear, are bracelets and pendants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the little flippers he'll have.
I'm hoping.
Are you going to give him a tail?
This is his tail.
That's all you're going to use for his tail? That's cute.
Yeah.
This one store my daughter goes to buy crickets for her little lizard thing,
mm-hmm.
has a tortoise, and I run after the tortoise every time. I love it.
We had red ear sliders when we were kids.
We had box turtles.
And I found a box turtle. We were driving to my grandmother's one year, and there was a turtle in the middle of the road, and my dad pulled over, and I ran and got it and took him home. And it was a box turtle. It was about this big, and I kept it for quite a long time, couple months, and like the end of summer, it took off. I don't even know where it went. I went out. I had it in a pen. in
Oh,
the yard.
really?
We went out one day and it was gone. I don't know how it got out or where it went, but I searched everywhere for that turtle.
I know. We had a box turtle we found on the road, just like you're saying. And we had a fenced in backyard, and we had wiener dogs. So, the back, everything was tight. There
Right,
was no getting out of that fence, right?
right.
And we put it in there, and we went in and ate lunch, and then we went out to go feed it, and it was gone.
I don't know how it happened.
No, we don't either. We never could find the damn thing. I was so disappointed.
Well,
And I never will have another turtle. The other turtle story we had is we saw one in the road and we pulled over and I went to grab it and I thought it was dead. It wasn't moving. So I stuck my foot. Thank God. I stuck my foot first. It was a snapping turtle and it almost bit my whole fucking foot off. Oh, I mean, my whole foot off.
We grew up by farm country with a stream that went through the fields,
Oh, we did too. I should have known better than. Thank goodness I did not stick my hand in it.
Right. Well, I used to bring the turtle eggs home to hatch in my aquarium, but they never hatched and I couldn't figure out why. I still don't know why, but they were snapping turtles. And one year we must have been there. I say we, it was probably just me alone because that's where I spent all my days. I was down at the creek and see these turtles, and I swear to God, they must have been 2 feet around.
Yeah, they get that big.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then one of them was on the road, so they must go lay their eggs and then leave. And they must have been leaving when I got there, because they were one was on the road and a couple were down in the stream. Well, the one on the road got hit.
Of course.
Yeah. But I was lucky,
Oh, yeah. I jumped. My husband was in the car. He laughed so hard. He nearly peed his pants. And I did not think it was funny.
Right.
I jumped, literally could have jumped on top of the roof of the car. I jumped so high. I was so scared. Never in my wildest dreams did I even think it was a snapping turtle. I was so excited I was going to get a turtle. Oh, my husband thought it was the funniest thing ever. Oh my gosh. Needless to say, I no longer am excited about turtles ever.
Aw. Come on now.
But I do think they're cute.
I love them.
I think everybody likes a turtle. How can you not like a turtle?
How could you not like a turtle?
I don't know. What did they ever do to you?
What is wrong with you that you don't like a turtle?
I know. What could a turtle have done except get your finger off?
Someone did something to you as a child if you don't like a turtle.
If you grew up, well, and like my husband's family, his dad grew up in Depression era Kansas, and they killed turtles and had turtle soup.
Yeah, see, we used to go down and play with the bullfrogs, and people would go down there because they would eat their legs.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I know people had eat crawdads. We used to catch crawdads when I was little. I would go to the pond next door and the creek next door and catch crawdads. I would not do that as an adult. But
no.
I would encourage my granddaughter to go do it.
Well, I used to, it was farm country, so like we had fields of corn and stuff like that. So snakes around, and I used to bring home snakes all the time. And I'd say, Dad, what kind is this? Dad, what kind is this? Well, I didn't know what I was picking up. I found a snake.
Oh yeah, we had water moccasins though. We had to be careful.
Yeah, copperheads, man.
We did that. We had copperheads in Kansas too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you and I grew up in the same kind of an environment.
Yeah. No, you had to be careful about some of that stuff.
I wasn't.
And I was stupid. I thought animals loved me and would never hurt me.
Yeah. Mom, look, I found a snake. You know? Kimberly, get rid of that thing.
Well, and my parents dumped me out at our friend's farm all the time, their ranch. And,
Yeah.
Joe and John didn't really care. They were just like, keep it in the barn or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, like at the Rileys, we had goats that came in the house and sheep, and
Yeah,
God knows what we brought in that house. But
right.
like at my house, my mom would like shoot us if we would have brought something.
I had a girlfriend that I used to go to her house, and they would bring their horse in the house.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out at the Rileys. I was like a wild child.
Yeah.
And I guess, they didn't really care so much as long as we cleaned up for church and school.
Yeah.
And acted proper when we were supposed to,
We were supposed to.
Yeah, and we did. And when we had to do our 4-H things, we acted the way we were supposed to. But it wasn't like I wanted to.
Right.
Because somebody said, God, were you just like a wild farm kid? And I was like, well, yeah, that's where I should have grown up. My parents would dump me off there for the weekends or for the summer or whatever, I might as well did. Because that's where I grew up.
We lived, you had to go up this huge steep hill to get into the farm country, but we lived in a neighborhood, but we were like the last house before wilderness started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had woods and a creek that ran by us and a pond at my mom and dad's house. So we did have wilderness right by us too.
And
so
you go there, developed it all. But back when I was a kid, man, it was like fields of hay and corn and the stream that goes through, and it was the bridge that covered the stream so the road could go over it. I mean, it was a great place for me to grow up. And I was out there, I'd go by myself every day, and that's where I would be, is either in the fields or with the horses or by the creek.
Yeah, I had a friend in 5th and 6th grade, and that's when he read Bridges of Terra Bethany or something. So we had our own we had Crispany for Kristin and Stephanie.
That's funny.
Here's a braided bangle I made. I just polished it up.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty. How are you, Denise? What are you doing today?
Hey, jewelry by Denise. I just put a package in the mail for you. I think it was you. Did you buy something from me? Did I put a package in the mail for you?
If not, she's going to get a good surprise.
I'm pretty sure it was you. I put the package. I did so many packages the last 2 days. And
I haven't.
You slacker.
Nah, it's just been a weird week, let me tell you.
She's had a busy week with her husband. He got sick.
Yeah, so, like yesterday, I got online and crafted, but I also caught up on my housework. Today I'm doing laundry, and I got boxes that were delivered yesterday, but not the ones that I needed. I just got boxes for bigger items.
Nothing fun, huh?
The smaller ones that I need aren't coming until sometime today, so I don't know when that'll be. So that's kind of what's been going on in my life and why I haven't gotten my packages out. But I will.
Get them, guys. You won't.
I will. You guys, life happens sometimes, and the best thing you can do is just be patient with whoever is on the other end, because you just don't know what's going on in their lives at any moment. Cleaning out a back room. Okay, Denise, I'm going to give you my address. Are you ready? Get a pen and paper. You can come help me on mine too.
Yeah, I still have a good part of my studio to finish, but I'm working. I got, I got more of my studio done. I'm filming from it.
I'd like to get some done today too. I really doubt if I will, but I've got to
run out of energy so fast now.
I don't have any energy. See, I'm fighting all these medications and I'm always exhausted. I always feel exhausted. So,
Oh, that's right. I need to do this.
and I can't really do a whole lot of physical work. But anyway, it's a whole thing.
So I got this piece and it's missing a stone. So I'm going to fix that and then sell it. It's a Mexico piece. Well, I might keep it. It's a Mexico piece. I love Mexico pieces.
I can see it with a red stone.
A red one? I don't know if I have it. Well, I have garnet.
Like a garnet color red, not like candy color red, but a garnet.
Oh, sorry, I hit that. So in this box, I have these squares. I have like 300 squares of stones.
Yeah, a bunch of those too I bought from Mr. Jim. They were having a big sale one day.
Mr. Jim is going to have a good sale this weekend. And I told him lots of cabs because I'm having a cab withdrawal. I don't need any cabs.
I don't need any of it. See, I don't do what you do. I buy it to look at. I've got shelves of stuff that
So I have this beautiful citrine. Ooh. I think these will fit it. I have that gorgeous Mozambique garnet. I think it had a pearl in it and I didn't like it, so I popped it out. Well, it was falling out because the setting was bad. I have this beautiful green apatite. Look at that color. I don't think that'll show up good enough. I want something pretty. Oh, see, this piece got broke. See the glass broke in that piece. Right there. Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
That used to be one of my favorite shows when I was a kid.
Oh, here, Kim, there's a Labradorite that's faceted. I'll have to make you a ring or something out of that. Blech.
Yeah, pretty. Wow, look at this stuff.
It's nothing I like.
No.
The only reason I buy that stone is because people buy it.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a stone I personally enjoy that much. But boy, oh boy, do people like it. What is this? Oh, that's a garnet. Maybe that'll fit in it. Look at that. That's a rhodonite garnet, so it's almost a pink. Here's one of my new all-time favorites. This is Mojave Sticktite. Look at that. It's purple and green.
Hold on, my picture's delayed. Okay, now, wow, look at that.
Is that not cool?
I love that. Oh my God.
I love those colors together.
Yeah.
So I bought some of that.
That's
I didn't get very big pieces of it though. This is a quartz that I found. And it's a triplet. So they took a piece of, they don't tell me what they used. They took a piece of something that's pink and they smushed it in between two pieces of quartz to make that color. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I really like that color. I like really brilliant colors like this.
Mm-hmm. Jewel tones.
Yeah, look at that one. That's a Capri quartz. Those are some of the ones I bought in Tucson.
I love
this piece.
That's my favorite of all the stones right there, the blue one.
Blue one?
Yep. I
bought this one. I need to take it out for you to see, but it's got a carving in it. It's an amphibolite. It's a fossilized stone, and they made a carving in it. I like having weird ones so that I can play around with them.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try this one in there. We're gonna see if we can fix that one today. It's only veneers. It's a really heavy pendant. I thought about just melting it down for the silver. Ow! For the silver.
Oh, I don't melt that down.
That's you like that style though. Kim
Yeah,
likes the Victorian style.
yeah, I do. I love the filigree and the scroll work, and
She
yeah.
likes, what is it, 1928? Is that style?
1928. Yeah.
I know. I found some of their pieces that I had, and they're in your box.
Really? I got your box made too. I haven't.
I
It's
just
not.
keep adding to it. I'm like, well, maybe I need to go up to a medium.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's funny. I'm thinking, boy, she is going to think I'm never going to send it, but
I don't care. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, she's gonna like this piece in there too.
That's what I'm doing too. I think of you, and it goes right in the box. That's funny. We'll get them.
Oh, maybe that one will work. Okay. So there's the road. That's the cabochon rhodonite garnet. It's okay. It doesn't sparkle enough. Come out, wherever you are.
I like
Okay,
that.
It's pretty, but it's not pretty enough.
No. What colors are you thinking?
Oh no, that color's fine. It just doesn't have any sparkle. So I'm gonna try a faceted one.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But I like the color. I thought maybe you were thinking a different color.
No, well, I really think that would be awesome. Here, I have this bright orange citrine.
Yeah, now that I think would also work. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's a citrine. That orange is a citrine. It's like, oh my god, that's a cool color. I tried to buy some really like brilliant ones. I don't use orange very much, but they do add that color does add a pop to something.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to see it in there.
Well, and I'm in Broncos country here in Denver, which is blue and orange. So I figured if I put that in stuff, it would sell.
Yes, it will.
Here.
I'm in Steelers country here.
I like the Steelers. I'm actually a Cincinnati Bengals fan, though.
Are you? Well, that's
fun. I have been a Cincinnati Bengals fan since 1981 when they went to their first Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, my husband's from Columbus, so he's a Browns fan. Yep. He loves the Browns. These are not the same.
Well, the only thing I ever think of from Ohio is WKRP and the turkeys being thrown out of the helicopter. And Mr. Carlson saying he thought they could fly.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you never saw WKRP?
Yeah, but
Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode.
Oh my god, it's the funniest episode. Oh, here, this is it, Kim. Unless you want the orange in there. Look.
I'm looking. That's it. Yep, that's it right there.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
And that's the one I'll put in there.
Exactly what I was picturing.
I kind of thought so. It's prettier than the pearl that was in there. That was a cheap plastic pearl.
Really?
Ugh. Yeah, and that pendant was a cheap plastic pearl, guys.
Why would they do that?
Why? I don't think it was the original stone, to be honest, because this setting, if you look at the setting, it's cracked. And I think it was cracked like that when I bought it. I bought it at TJ Maxx. So I will have to get my agate. I will have to get my agate out and I will finish that. I will have that up for sale in the auction too, since I put the stone in it.
Right. Good.
My butt hurts, even on this stool. Of course, my butt flops over.
Yeah.
I'm lopped over.
My turtle body. I made.
Oh, are you gonna make his flippers green?
Well, yeah, I'm going to.
Well, okay, Ella, we hear you. Oh, I hear you too, Echo.
I'm going to paint the whole thing, But I think I'm going to use the floor wax and put the mica powder in it and paint it so that it's glossy. So I won't.
What's the deal with the floor wax?
It's just from, I think, the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just give it a good shine.
Like,
but
that's what I put on my floor, right?
Yeah. But if I put mica powder in it, in a little dish, and I mix mica powder in it, then I can paint with it. And it'll settle in these recesses, and it'll look really pretty.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Now, who gave you that idea?
Boy, I don't know. I make paint and finishes out of all kinds of stuff.
How funny.
I don't remember. I might have read it somewhere. I really don't remember. But I want to bake these first, so I think I'll go put them in the oven.
What time are we at here, people? Are we at 10:30? Which is 12:30 your time?
Almost 12:30, yeah.
Are you going on that other channel?
Yeah, I might do that, yeah.
Is that at 12?
Yeah, she started at 12.
Okay.
My time. Yeah. Why, are you ready to go?
I think so, guys, because my sciatic is acted up again.
That's fine. That's not a problem at all. It was fun.
I apologize because I really want to make this a 2-hour gig, but
that's all right. We'll work up to it. I
think we'll do the hour and a half today. Mm-hmm. Next week we will be on Kim's channel Monday and Thursday.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to do a pop-up either this afternoon or tomorrow. And do a little sale. Yeah.
I've been meaning to do one too.
It's just going to be it's just going to maybe be an hour or an hour and a half if Kim joins me, and it'll be odds and ends. It'll just be some fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you want me to join you. I'd love to.
Yeah. We'll just have to figure out a time that works for you. Well, probably not this afternoon because you'll be busy, but maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Anytime tomorrow would be fine. Yeah. Okay. So you just let me know, and we can do that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it. If we do it 10 o'clock my time, what is that your time? 12 o'clock?
Yes. And that's fine.
That should work. And we could do an hour or two.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll put a thing out, guys. And it's just gonna be a fun clearance kind of sale.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm just gonna put like variety clearance stuff pop up.
Yeah,
I really don't know what I'm gonna have. I'll have some jewelry, I always do. And I'll probably have just like bulk deals. And I might have a piece or two done from today.
She'll have handmade stuff, so will I. Are you going to sell pre-made things, or is all yours going to be your
Oh no, I'll have pre-made things.
Okay. I might find some pre-made things,
Yeah, I'll have some pre-made things, and I'll have some costume jewelry stuff for sure, because I do want to get rid of a bunch of that. I have some 5-pound bags that'll be $20, I think. $15 or $20. And they'll each be like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
So it'll be costume to wearable. Craft to wearables.
Yeah, I need a craft bag.
So well, I will definitely have craft, but I'll do those cheaper. And then I will have some earrings that I want to get rid of that are more fashion that I've made. And then I might even have some beads that I'll sell.
Nice.
So that'll be at 10 Mountain, 12 Eastern, Friday.
Yes. Tomorrow.
The 8th.
Yep.
So we guys will see you there. And then Kim's going to be on, I don't know, Lisa's channel, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to see if Lisa has room for me on Flippin' Crazy. She's doing a craft channel today. Craft show today, so she has guests on I'm gonna go over there and see if she has room for me. If not, then I'll just see everybody tomorrow.
Great. Thank you all for joining me and helping me figure out what to do with all this stuff.
Thanks, everybody. It's been fun.
Bye, y'all.